have been providing has included FEMA providing $750 for folks who need immediate needs being met, such as food, baby formula, and the like. And you can apply now for anyone who's watching this who has been affected.
I need a miracle. What's got you barely hanging by a single thread? What looks so hopeless now? What weighs down your heart with doubt? You beg for a breakthrough, but no sign of breakthrough yet. When you've cried and you've cried till your tears run dry, the answer won't come and you don't know why. And you wonder if you can bow your head even one more time. Don't stop praying, don't stop calling on Jesus' name. Keep on pounding on heaven's door, let your knees wear out the floor. Don't stop.
In Black Mountain, this is day 3. I wanted to give a quick update. We are all safe, we are healthy, we are okay. We have a meeting in about 15 minutes with our neighbors. We are going to be working on clearing the road and culverts, and also working on a trail to access a point where we can have a drop-off location for supplies. We will have another meeting later tonight with the entire neighborhood again, and we'll be coming up with a list of supplies and needs, and we'll begin to disseminate that information to some of the airdrop locations. Thank you so much to everyone who has participated in helping us spread this message about what's going on here in Black Mountain, of us stranded on this mountaintop, and I'm sure there are others just like us. So your help is going a long way into getting this information out there. We feel very blessed and lucky to be here. We have power with some solar battery backup and cell reception, and we have access to water. Not many people have that, and so for that I feel so grateful. We are working on helping as many people as we can in our area to get the information and supplies that they need. So we are kind of like a hub right now for this situation.
This morning at 9 a.m. I hopped in the truck, got on the road, swung by a donation center from one of my friends, Jeff, who owns Baker Boy Pizza Company. Collected those donations, plus the water I had in the truck, several cases of that we were bringing down to the affected area. I had one agenda today, and that was to deliver goods where needed and resources where needed, and to take photos to document what we have seen and what has happened to the people of Appalachia. My main goal was to get into Asheville. I got into Asheville. I started around Greenville, Tennessee, and then followed my way all the way down the river till I was able to push into Asheville. Newport, Greenville, Asheville, they're getting a lot of media coverage, and there's a lot of bad stuff that happened in those areas, but nothing prepared me for what I saw as I was traversing across Iron Mountain trying to make it back into Tennessee. The people in Tennessee and that North Carolina border of Iron Mountain, they're not getting the coverage that they need to have, and they have lost literally everything. Like, their mountains are gone. The trees pushed over, the valleys washed out. It is one of the most catastrophic events I have ever seen in the entirety of my life. if you guys will interact with this post and actually like share it, comment, and all that good stuff, TikTok and the algorithm will keep pushing it. And I'm going to share some static photos that I took today from the Iron Mountain region and all along the areas that I went to. But my main focus right now is getting the people of Iron Mountain attention and help. I dropped off a lot of water with them, and it was one of the most heartbreaking things I've ever seen in my life.
Asheville, Swannanoa, Black Mountain, North Carolina. I'm just going to record this video and then upload it once I get out where I've got cell signal. I guess this is day 5. This has been zombie apocalypse here. I want to update everybody. So I live up, you've been hearing on the news about people, helicopters coming in Harley Davidson. That's right down there is the Harley dealer, and that's where they are staging everything to fly over these mountains to the people that were totally stranded. So down here is the Swannanoa River, total devastation. On the back of our property back here, there was a big mudslide, but our houses weren't really affected. There was a little bit of roof problems on my home, and a little bit of sheetrock fell through, but not a big deal. But there were people that lost their homes, their lives, and everything right down here. Black Mountain, pretty much okay. It's a little higher. Old Fort is gone. Lake Lure gone. East Asheville will be years and years and years before it's the same. So everything you're seeing is true. Everybody in my cove here are just a bunch of good old boys, and we all helped each other, and everything was good. There was looting down here. One thing I want to say, Ingalls should be boycotted, okay? Because Ingalls has done absolutely zero. Prove me wrong. If you've seen Ingalls do something, please let me know. Everything everybody in my community needs is sitting in a store here, a store in Black Mountain, and a huge distribution center. They're letting food rot down there rather than give it to the people. They're closed up. They had propane. They had water. They had everything people needed. And this is where they base from. So if you've ever shopped at Ingalls, don't shop there anymore. That's my rant, okay? Spread the word on that. Boycott, hashtag boycott Ingalls. Stop shopping there. This is devastation. These people were hurt and in need. That's not why I made this video. But we're all doing good. There's people here that aren't. Lots of people are coming. There's probably 50 helicopters a day that land and take off from there, moving supplies around. The roads are open now. We're going to go out and try to send this video. Please leave comments, ask questions. I'll try to respond to as many for as long as I have service. We've had no connectivity except for about 2 hours last night and a few texts popping in and out. But everybody's bonding together. There's lots of people up my drive here that their homes are okay, but their driveways are totally gone. It was just total mudslides that took out, it's right up to the edge of the road here. We were able to get water. We had enough fuel to make it. We had a generator. We've had food, and everybody's been sharing and helping each other. So, all right. Thanks for thinking of us, guys.
Now, even though I am absolutely covered in mud and exhausted because I have to talk about what happened today. So my husband and I went out and with our 2 amazing kids, and we went to one of the hardest hit areas from all of the flooding and everything in East Tennessee after the hurricane this week. And we were at a friend's house who had a couple of feet of mud in his house, and we showed up this morning not knowing what we were going to do. My husband brought his excavator so he could help move stuff around, and we brought shovels and we got our rubber boots, and we showed up, and the entire day long God showed up over and over and over again. Every single thing we needed. We had a dozen people shoveling mud out of the house by 10 a.m. When that crew left, we were like, we really should start working on, we got to rip out all this drywall now. He lost the whole back of his house. He had a window bust out. He had trees and logs and debris come through his house. His appliances gone, drywall ripped out. We had 3 contractors come by. One of them came by with a nail gun and was like, let me secure the house. I think that we can stabilize it and I think we can save it. So we worked all day. As soon as all the mud was out of the house, we were like, well, I guess tomorrow we'll do the drywall and insulation. And I said, man, it's a shame we can't just do it today. As soon as I said it, I looked down the street and there's like a dozen women with Isaiah House t-shirts walking down the street. We don't have anything to do right now. How can we help? I said, we were about to tear all the drywall out. Great. Point us in the right direction. People started showing up from all over the Tri-Cities. We had strangers everywhere. We were like, we need a ladder. We had no tools. And this man walks in from Hawkins County and he was like, y'all need tools. Hold on, I'll be right back. He goes out to his truck and starts bringing in crowbars and hammers and stuff. And we were like, we need a ladder. We can't reach up near the... And somebody said, oh, I saw one. It washed up in the debris out in the front yard. And I said, well, we really need a crowbar too. Oh, there's a crowbar out there too. Okay. Like, are you serious? There were over 100 people who showed up at that house today. Every time we ran out of water, somebody pulled up in a golf cart and said, hey, do you guys need a case of water? I was standing on the edge of the yard talking to the guy who had lost everything. And I said, man, if we could just have like another excavator or backhoe or something. I didn't get the words out of my mouth. A guy pulled up on a backhoe. Y'all, the outreach and the people who are just showing up, they don't know each other, but they're all wearing Jesus t-shirts and they all have Jesus love in their eyes and their hearts. And they're just showing up in these neighborhoods and cleaning out stuff and just helping people and loving people. And I've cried the whole day. I've never seen anything like it. We need help. It's bad. Like, East Tennessee and Western North Carolina are bad. And y'all, I just want to encourage you guys, like, don't wait for FEMA or whatever, or you have to go through United Way, whatever. No, don't wait. Put on your rubber boots and get a shovel and get a mop and get your tools and show up. Just show up in these neighborhoods. Because every time I looked up today, there were people just standing there, just showing up. I would look up and there was a new family with their kids, with all of their gear, everything we needed. Point us in the right direction. What do we need to do? It restores my faith in our Christian nation and in our nation on the whole, and just in the goodness of people who really want to get out there and do something. If you want to volunteer, if you want to help, if you want to donate to somebody who really needs help, reach out to me, message me. He did not have flood insurance. He's lost everything, and he's probably not going to have any help at all. This is the house he's lived in his whole entire life. We need drywall. We need insulation. We need somebody to put the back of his house back on. He needs new flooring. He needs appliances. He needs light fixtures. He needs new kitchen cabinets that we had to rip out today. Okay, I got cut off and I don't know what I said last. He needs kitchen cabinets. He needs somebody to seed his yard. He needs equipment, heavy equipment. That whole street, every single person on that street needs help. These people need help. And money is great. Sending money is great. But we need help. We need people showing up that when you look up, they're just standing there with their shovels saying, where do we go? I'm just really touched. It's been an amazing day.